Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and here we are preparing for the Brotherhood's return at the Atlas Observatory. It's the fourth week of Project Alpha. It's Plastic Week. Let's take a look at this place, see how it's changed since the last time we were here. I did just go through this place. Still same number of robots, just more supplies. It's been raining for the past 8 hours or so. I don't know when that's going to stop. So I figured at some point I just need to make the video. Now we can come up here.
The guy from Foundation came by.
Mr. Dorsey still has nothing to say. We can check around here. There's more crates. That's odd. I think things aren't properly loading for me here. I'm not sure why. But we can come around here. Got these robots still loading stuff. The guy's still nailing stuff together. The welder. And so we can actually check under his bed.
Because of the radio messages?
And he's got a diary here, and I didn't notice this because it's been so long since I've actually looked for an actual book in a Fallout game, but thanks to Emotionless Productions, one of the viewers, we know this is here, so let's take a look. Diary of Russell Dorsey, private. Figured I'd start a journal while I'm out here. Being alone in a place like this, a guy starts talking to himself anyway, so I guess I might as well write some of it down. Something to look back on when this is all finished, maybe. I was out looking for scrap when I picked up the signal. It was so faint, just a crackle of static at first, but then a few words came through here and there. I couldn't understand it until it had repeated a few times. The Brotherhood of Steel is coming back to West Virginia. It seemed impossible, but in between the hissing and pops, those words were real. I don't know what's bringing them back or why they waited so long to send someone from out west, but as soon as I understood what was happening, I packed up what I had and came out to Atlas. This is where they're coming, so this is where they have to be. I've been thinking about Dad a lot while I've been doing all this. Everything I set up here. I asked myself how he would have done it. I can still picture the house we lived in after the bombs fell. All the repairs he made, the extension he added so he could put in the water purifier, the greenhouse. I think he'd approve of what I'm building here. I wish he could have lived to see it. Not sure I'd have ever come out here if he had, though. Still miss him. Greg, wherever you are, thanks again. Greg was this guy I met on the road in Virginia. Old Robco technician, back before the bombs. Used to work on Protectron units, going out to corporate customers and doing on-site maintenance, fixing broken motivators and that kind of thing. When I met him, he had this Protectron that followed him around. He called it Clanks, and he'd glued a ragged top hat onto its head. Made it carry his stuff as he traveled. We were camping one night when he made Clanks do a little dance routine, reciting a silly song in that mechanical voice they all have. Worst singing you've ever heard, but it made us laugh. He explained to me how he'd found the unit in an old shopping center, still running with a busted leg, servos, and refurbished it. He opened up Clanks and showed me where you could hotwire their motherboards, activating maintenance circuits to override their command systems. It's funny, I never thought that would be that useful. Then I showed up here. It's not easy luring a Protectron into a position where you can crack open their service panel and do some jury-rigging, but the good news is if you get one, it's a lot easier to get more. This place was a wreck when I got here. Nothing but wrecked vehicles, junk, and insane robots patrolling it. Barely got away when they first attacked me. I don't know what they were doing here back in the day or why an observatory would have security robots, but I'm glad they did, even if they almost blasted me at first. If they hadn't been here, none of this would have been possible. Without the bots to do so much of the lifting and welding and the other heavy construction, I'd barely have some sandbags in place here. Instead, we cleared out the rubble, started on the walls, heck, we've even got a landing pad on the go. I'm not even sure the Brotherhood has any flyers, but I had the space, so why not? Still not sure what's inside this place, though. I could hear more robots clinking around in there, and when I peeked inside, it seemed like a wreck. I just boarded up the exit, so whatever's in there stays in there until the Brotherhood shows up. They'll know what to do better than I would, and the outside's enough work as it is. Okay. Well, there you go. That was quite long, and my guess is he's probably going to add more to that going forward. But yeah, it's interesting that he didn't even go in there, so he has no idea that this thing is a weather machine. But, okay. So, again, it's Plastic Week, so we can go ahead and donate 250 plastic if you've got it. Again, just going to take a quick look around just to show you nothing else has really changed about this place. Again, just more supplies lying around. Okay, so plastic. Now, I had enough plastic when I started this, but I went out and I gathered enough so I could donate it without losing any from my stash, because I figured it'd be a good option so I could show you where I got a bunch of plastic. So taking a look at the map, I started at my camp here, and I went to Big Fred's Barbecue Shack, which actually has 17 plastic, which isn't terrible, especially considering that it has no real guards on it. Beckwith Farm had a single piece of plastic. Down here at the Middle Mountain Cabins, I found 20 plastic. There's no plastic here at Site Alpha. Over here at the National Isolated Radio Array, I found 68 plastic, and that's the entire radio array when you go inside the main building there, and also up to the maintenance shed in the back, that large warehouse. I also then came down here to the West Tech Research Center, And that's where I found 115 plastic. Now, keep in mind that there are a lot of super mutants there, so this place takes a lot of ammunition to get through. That being said, I also got 734 steel scrap out of it, so I got a lot of stuff out of it, even if, it took a lot of bullets to get through there. But if you're looking for a place that has a lot of plastic and not much in the way of really difficult security, Morgantown High School has 161 pieces of plastic in it. Along with that, I then went down to Watoga High School, where they have 182 pieces of plastic. Along with that, I stopped off up here at Ella Ames' bunker because I needed to get the fiber optics within the microscopes that she has there. And I ended up finding another 22 pieces of plastic. Now, the thing to keep in mind about any sites that have super mutants is that those laser rifles that they carry each have 9 pieces of plastic in them. So it's excellent for when you're breaking those things down. Okay, so let's donate this plastic and get the crappy reward they've been offering.
Yeah, scavenger thugs.
Okay, let's take a look at what we got. Okay, 25 caps, pickaxe pilsner, 3 stim packs, 2 Molotov cocktails. Oh, that was it. Okay, well, that's the end of my work here on the Plastic Week. Again, this is the last week of Project Alpha. Okay. I will close this out with another transitional view of the place as we've gone through from Steel Week all the way now to Plastic Week. This has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.